So if you thought that Shibadoge was just another community meme token, you would unequivocally be wrong. Okay. This is a project that I have been involved with, have done some sponsored videos for, becoming a brand ambassador for them. That if you didn't really know this and understood what they were trying to do, you would misunderstand it all. Okay, so I will tell you up front that Shibadoge, the core team behind it, is one of the most professional and experienced core teams that I've ever dealt with. And they are running this project like a business. It is a business to them, and it is much more than that. It is a movement. It is more than just a simple project to them, and that has become evident to me as the time has gone. Oh, by the way, the point of this video is to share with you excerpts from their new Medium update. That is their 888-year plan. You heard me correctly, an 888-year plan. It is the beginning of that. And when I first saw that, I'm like, okay, and it was very interesting to me. But once I understood what it is that they're trying to do, and that they're looking past next month, next quarter, next year, oh, by the way, they're looking 100 years out, 888 years out, I was even more impressed. Okay, so with that said, what we're going to do is I'm going to dig into their Medium article a little bit. It is a 14-minute read. You heard me right, 14 minutes. But it is one that I highly recommend you get into yourself, because there is a tremendous amount of historical perspective in this document and what they've done as far as looking back and to draw analogies and parallels, and then taking those and looking forward is a masterful stroke of writing, of structure, of documentation, of what they're trying to do to paint and create a vision of where they want to take the Shibadoge movement. All right. So with that said, what I'm going to do is I will drop a link to their Twitter page below in the description. I will also drop a link to their to this article right here, which you can see is actually the pinned tweet on their Twitter page. This is a link out to this article. I'm going to drop it down below. Also, I'm going to drop down below a link to their link tree so that you can get to everything. And I'm going to remind you at the end that there's going to be an AMA tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in their Telegram, where they're going to be divulging some pretty insane new news. That is a quote of what I've got from the core dev team. So there's some big stuff about to be announced tonight. All right, so let's get into this. So as I mentioned, this is a 14-minute read, and I could not for the life of me get my highlighter to work where I could highlight text. So I apologize. Yes, I know that shows you a little highlighter there, but it doesn't work. And I've tried to download about 3 different highlighters and they don't work. Okay, so it's been one of those days for me. So here we go. So I have read this now through, and I have also skimmed it, and I'm going to work my butt off to make sure that I hit the things in here I want to hit. Okay. So what I love about what they've done is, number one, this is a extremely well-written update. It is much more than that. It is a treatise, if you will, a document that is laying out there where they want to take this project, take the Shibadoge project. This gets into talking about kind of looking back in the historical, looking back into history and looking at how far we as humans have come, and also paint some corollaries, to kind of time as things are starting to speed up. And what was interesting to me here was, if you roll down, talking right here, it's like in 888 years rather, what will people remember of this time? What will they look back? Will they look at COVID-19? Will they look at, this was when the crypto space got its beginning and began to evolved into something that became the foundation of life as they know it. Okay. So I thought that was a really interesting thing. Okay. That maybe NFTs and DAOs will evolve into something much more. We all know they will. The metaverse is coming. Web3 is coming, all those kind of scenarios. And maybe they are the beginnings of a quote, new galactic order. Right. Okay. So kind of looking down a little bit further, okay? I love this right here. This was what really got my attention, the timeline of progress. And what they were doing here was painting some very interesting corollaries. Look, this is interesting. So bear with me. An investment of $100 into the S&P 500 in 1950 would have yielded you and your heirs more than $250,000 at today. So if you put $100 in, you never took it out. If you invested it into, basically into the S&P 500, that's a calculation, then it would be worth $250,000 today. All right, sounds pretty impressive. Okay, but then you fast forward to an example of a $100 investment into the Amazon IPO would have yielded you more than $1.8 million in less than 25 years. Notice that this was from 1950 to now. Okay, so what is it? 60, almost 70 years, and then a $100 investment in Amazon in less than 25 years would have got you 1.8. This one got you 250,000. All right. Now, fast forward, see how the timeline is shortening, right? The timeline to those kind of returns. So they're talking about how things are kind of starting to speed up, okay? And how the world is moving faster. Technology is disruption. It's disrupt things, okay? There's more opportunities. All right, so that's kind of a really, really, really great theme. Again, I can't hit everything here, guys. This is a ton of content, okay? But here's an interesting thing. Look at this. So at the start of 2021, a single Shiba Inu token could have been purchased for a microscopic fraction of a penny, okay? So 12 months later, that price dropped 60 euros and delivered more than 45 million % return. To put this in perspective, if you had put $5 and held it at the beginning of 2021, it would have made you a multi-millionaire at the start of 2022. Remember, Amazon, $100 into the IPO, 25 years later was worth 1.8 million. Look at this, $5 invested and held, $5, which I was like crazy. $5 invested and held in Shiba Inu in the beginning of 2021, 1 year later, would have made you a multimillionaire. Speeding up, technology is getting faster, right? Okay, so moving forward, and their point of it is that things are starting to accelerate, okay? Okay, so speculators believe that the crypto market will bring upon the next age of humanity. Okay, it is a multi-trillion-dollar business right now. We all agree with, and I truly believe I believe that crypto, blockchain technology, everything around it is a catalyst that is going to change the world. I agree with the Shibadoge core team in that context. All right, I absolutely do. Okay, moving forward, I want to show you this real quickly. So this talks about wide decentralization, things of that nature. But what I want to get to right here now is the future of Shibadoge. Okay. So again, this is very, very important. Okay. So they are coming out and stating right here, contract renouncement. At some point in the future, the time will come to renounce our smart contract. This will mean that further changes are no longer possible and that additional innovation will be limited to the confines of the existing framework. So they are going to be renouncing it. Listen to this. They're going to change their tokenomics. Okay. Because we have a free and open marketplace to exchange tokens, the transaction tax was designed to reward holders through components of scarcity, reflections, etc. So it currently stands at 5% of the 5% of the tax is allocated to the marketing wallet. So basically, they are doing this to ensure the growth of the project, the community. We all know this. But at a certain point, they're saying when the community has reached critical mass, that they will basically stop the marketing efforts because the community will have started to grow and become this massive big movement that they will not need to have that $5 marketing fee, and they're going to change it and allocate it to go to the burn wallet, rapidly decreasing their token supply over time and accelerating the scarcity of each individual token circulating in the market. Pretty cool, right? So they're going to change that at some point in the future when they have reached what they're calling critical mass. All right, big one. 888-year liquidity lock, okay? So long after we have passed, generations upon generations have come, their LP will remain locked. Some might ask why only 888 years, okay? It's impossible to see in the future. So they are going to, 888 years provides security for community for generations to come. So they're going to lock it for 888 years. They're going to put a Unity DAO in place. It's a form of governance. That's coming, okay? All right, open source protocols. They are going to develop their ecosystem to empower their community through open source technology. It means that devs, creators, and greatest minds will have the capabilities to further our mission and bring their imagination to reality. Again, guys, they like I said my opening statement, they are looking so far into the future that it kind of actually, frankly, boggles the mind a little bit. All right, I need to keep moving. I got to keep this video a little bit short, coming up on 9-10 minutes. So here's what I really love. They basically go into the fact of looking at the pillars of their future. Okay, so they believe that blockchains are not just for a few coins. They believe that the blockchain will evolve and we will all personally have our own blockchains. I was like, that's a pretty cool concept. There's a lot of stuff here, guys, that I just cannot simply get into because of time. I want you to take some time and read this. If you are even remotely in Shibadoge, this is absolutely worth a read. And I've like I said, I've read it once through and I've skimmed it now 2 or 3 more times. There is some significantly cool stuff here. Okay, to wrap up, they have got, remember tonight, they are having a Telegram AMA. So to get to that, you can go to their link tree. The link's down below. You can check it out. You can join their Telegram. They've got an AMA at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to wrap up with a final thought here. Because of everything that's been going on in the market, with everything going on in crypto market, right here, right now, you can see this is a 1-day chart of Shibadoge, and you can see that the price of the token has dipped. It has dipped in accordance with the overall market conditions. All right. So what I love about this is that if you were looking, not investing advice, right? If you're looking for a buy-in opportunity to this to Shibadoge, if you believe in their vision and all that kind of stuff, they're at a pretty good, darn good price point right now for an entry price into the token. So again, do your own due diligence, check it out, do what you like. But again, I wanted to bring you this. There's a ton of stuff going on with these guys. I love what they're doing. 888 year vision for where they want to take this. Core team that is running this. They are a business. You should like that because they are running it because they want to deliver value to their token holders and to their community members. This is all it's about for them. And unity within their community and how they can create even more unity. It is nothing short of truly, truly impressive what these guys are doing. So that's all I got for you right here, right now. I'll see you later. Thank you. Take care. Bye.